Well, welcome to Allen's Day. This is part one. We're going to start working on the 2010 Peterbilt. Uh, we converted it to a motorhome. I'll show you what we got. Beautiful day out here today, finally. There's just a little bit of snow in the area yet. The snowbanks are all finally melting. So let me get you in there and show you the 2010 Pete. So this is the 2010 Pete that we converted into an RV hauler. And like I said, it's a beautiful day out. That is the last of the snow, hopefully for the year, that we've got. That's the last bit of the snowbank that we have there. Oh, we still got some snow up alongside on the north side of the garage here too that we're waiting to go. We still got about 3 more weeks that we got potential snowstorms coming in. But back to the Peterbilt. I've got it setting in storage here. Haven't fired it up since late last fall. Pulled the batteries out of it. Got some gel batteries. Didn't want them to freeze up. So over the winter I got 2 ramps for running stuff up on the back here. I just set them in place there to see how they'd look. Couldn't wait. On this Peterbilt, I'll get you around to the front here in a minute. The reason I built this RV hauler is because I had a brainstorm. I had a vision. And what I came up with is an air ride multi-hitch. It'll take care of the fifth wheel. It'll take care of the gooseneck. It's got a pinto hitch on here, and it's got a 2.5-inch receiver for a bumper pull. And it's all set up on air ride. And I'll get you in here a little later on. We'll dissect this and sort of show you what I have. Currently, all the air is out of the airbags in this hitch. And it's low enough now that I can drive up over the top of the fifth wheel without it dragging on the bottom. And to test that out, I drove my wife's Trailblazer up here. No problems, clear everything out. And just to let you know, this is a 30,000 pound Curt hitch right here that I have mounted in there, and that's all set on a flex there. Down on the inside, like I said, I'll show you a little bit later on, give you a little sneak peek here. There's a ping tank in there that the air goes into, and then it goes to the 3 different airbags that are on there. Also underneath there is the swing arms. There's shocks on there. There's heavy enough rings on here. There's some real high-end sliders on here for this whole system to go up and down. So like I said, I had a vision, and I needed something to put this hitch assembly on and test it out. So bought a 2010 Peterbilt, and then once that was made, well, it needs a bed. So that was the next thing. After I built the hitch, then I had to figure out, okay, now I got to build a bed. So I started through and designed this bed that this is all 1/4-inch plate right here. And this is all burned out on the plasma table. So it's all parts that are all interlocked together. It's sort of like Legos when you put it together, because everything is tabbed, all the cross members, all the parts and pieces are burned out. So it's just putting it together. The guys at the shop, after all the parts are made, didn't take them long at all to put this bed together. And I'll get into that a little bit later on. That'll be its own part, along with its own part dissecting and showing you the inner workings of that fifth wheel hitch. But today's mission is get this beast started after sitting for a while. A few other things it had on there, put some backup lights, put some solar on there, and had to do a few different things to get this thing classified as a motorhome. And part of it was just having integral its own electrical system, and there's a couple other criteria that you have. We'll get into that later. But this is the 2010 Pete that we started with here. It's been sitting inside, so I will get the batteries put in here, and we will get this thing fired up and start finishing her off. I'll bring you back when I start putting batteries in it. And while we're starting things up for the spring, got two pickup trucks here. Just a little bit of a backstory behind both of these trucks here, and we'll get into that a little bit later on. But just got 92 or 93 pickup trucks. I've had these quite a few years, and it's time to get them started. I start them up about 3-4 times a year. Move them back and forth a couple inches, and every once in a while they get pulled out of here, and they get a bath, and they drive around the driveway, and then they get parked back in here. Same routine about the last 12 years, 10 years. Been doing that with this pickup truck. So show you that a little bit later. That'll be its whole series on its own. But let's get you back to the batteries here. So, in the battery compartment, probably not much you can see down in there, but I've got all the batteries out, and it's time to get them put back in there. Oh, these things are heavy. I'm glad I only have to do this once a year, pull these batteries out of here. And this isn't going to be one of the will it start videos. It's going to be one of them, a better damn well start video for all the shit that I've done to this to get it running. So I will bring you back once I have everything bolted in there, and we'll get her fired up. Well, I got the batteries in there. Next thing I got to do is grease up all the hold downs so that these things don't corrode and rust on there. Well, we know they're going to corrode, but help it a little bit. And then I'll get some dielectric grease to put on all the terminals to help those. Also, you notice that there's nothing but just battery cables in here. Typically on these semi-tractors, or at least this version of it, they've got all kinds of fuses down underneath here for running the ECM and some other accessories, and everything's tied into here. I took all that stuff off the battery, and I ran everything up and put all that in the fuse box. That way it's a whole lot cleaner and easier to work with this. Otherwise, it's so easy to put the wires in the wrong place when you're putting batteries in these tractors here. So, but we'll show you that one of the later episodes. I'll show you what I got hiding behind that box right there. Well, we're back to it. Damwel Better Start video. Got the batteries all in there and secured. Next thing is, let's, whoop, looks like I got to do some work on my, oh, there we go. Got to flip the switch first, or the lever. Lever's got to be up. It's been a while since the thing is running and I've been using it, so there we go. That shuts. Next thing is, like I mentioned before, I got all the power rerouted back to inside the box. All the other breakers, fuses, and things that were in the battery compartment, I took and I moved them in here. And I'll go through this a little later on. But the starter, I've got all the small circuits. This isn't the battery disconnect. This is just all the small fuse circuits. So I'll turn that on. We got power. No sparks, no smoke. We're doing good. Let me get you back here. I think this is how the professional will it start video guys do it. They put a camera because they want to see the exhaust pipe. See how much smoke it makes. Hopefully we won't have too much smoke. That means we got problems. Oh, also up on my solar panel, I still got to get a guard on the backside, a heat shield. I think I'm going to get too much heat up there when this thing does a regen, and I'm going to smoke my solar panel out. So I'll get in there and hit the key and see what happens. Not off to a good start. My freaking batteries are all a little bit low after sitting in the shop all winter. I don't know why they would have went dead. They were charged when I put them away. So let me get a damn battery charge out here and see if I can get some life back into those batteries. Well, I'm back trying to get this truck started. I had to put a couple of battery chargers on here, not to complain anymore, but my boost pack that I paid up from, got it off the Snap-on truck, that thing went bad, brought it back to Snap-on, and they got to send it in. Probably should have just ordered one off of Amazon and got it done and over with. Also a little disappointed in these batteries here. These are the AGM, and these are some fancy Odyssey battery, AGM 31s. Just those 4 batteries there, probably paid almost $2,000 for those, and like I said, a little disappointed that just sitting in the warm garage over winter that they went bad, but my fault for assuming and checking. Should have charged them up a little bit before I went out here. But since we're waiting for batteries to charge, how about a will it start on a lawnmower? These things have been sitting here for, or no, we're going to do a Damwel better start video on these lawnmowers here. Batteries are in there. Well, let's just give it a crank and see what happens. See if this battery's any better here. So, what do we got? We got controls here. Turn that on. Got throttle. Ooh, got the juice if we need to give her a little squirt so I don't burn the battery up. This has got to be forward and get some choke on the deal here. And hit the key. Ooh. Safety levers. Got to figure out what they all are again. It's been last fall since this thing going. Now that thing started up. It's a bad boy lawnmower. Been sitting all frickin' winter. Battery's sitting out all winter. And hit the key and it starts right up. So I guess we got a good mower here. Let me shut this one off. And I didn't even need the hot sauce to fire it up. Let's see if we're as lucky with the Damwel Better Start video here about the John Deere. Make sure there's nothing living in here. Ooh, that battery looks a little corroded on there. This is the die-hard in here, I know that. And I've got a couple of years off of this here. This one I think I might have to put some hot sauce down on the, get her fired up. We'll give her a shot here. Oh, let's see what we got. We got this. Give her some choke. Give her some key. And no such luck. But the bad boy fired right up. How come that is? So I lost a little faith in the interstate battery here too. Don't have a frickin' jump pack because that's sitting down at Snap-on. So looks like I got to put the charger on here and get this fired up. Like I said, the snow's just melting, and another 2 weeks it's going to be time to cut grass. And I am going to be taking the motorhome out next week. I'm going to be gone, so by the time I get back, we're going to need the grass cut. So let me bring you back when these batteries got a little charge on them, and we'll try to give it a start here. Oh, I got another project sitting here. This is for another video. Got a bunch of chains here, and a light that we made up down at the shop there. What that is for is to test out the new multi-hitch and the airbags, see how much it can hold. I've got another 2010 Peterbilt that has not been converted into a RV hauler yet. Still got the tandems on there. That needs to be towed over to here. It's about a 10-mile trip that's got to come. So I've got a bracket that fits off the fifth wheel bracket on the other 2010 Peterbilt. I'm going to hook that onto the gooseneck ball, air that up, air my bags up, and we're going to test that. So if I can haul another semi-tractor with this hitch, I think it'll be thoroughly tested then. So I'll get you back here when we want to try to get this started up. Well, we're going to give it another go here to see if this thing, there's enough juice in the batteries to get her going, and I'll park you guys up here again so you can get all excited about the smoke coming out of the stack there. Well, it fired up. It just took a couple minutes with the battery charge, just get enough power in there. Not too damn exciting, is it? There's nothing, there's no big smoke coming out of there like on all the other YouTube videos. Sorry about that. At least it's running. So I'm going to get this disconnected and pulled outside. Oh, we're starting to even get this thing aired up. Once it airs up, this hitch is going to air up, and then also the airbags. And I'm going to show you what I did on the airbags once I get this out of here. I actually took and put 4 airbags on the back axle. This when it had a tandem axles, there was 4 bags holding it up, and when I took the other axle out of there. Well, he had 2 extra airbags, so instead of throwing them in the garbage, put them back here, and I'll show you how I got them set up on a regulator so I can tune the airbags to tune the ride on the back here. And those are set up through a ping tank, leveler valves, and a separate valve in the back there to adjust your air. So I'll show you that once we get some air in here and get this thing out the door here. So. So far, so good. It's running. No leaks. So this is the RV hauler. It was created just because I had a vision on a hitch for this. And just a little bit about the airbags, but I'll show you that later. I got 4 airbags there. And I hear one is leaking. Brand new airbag. That's the second one I put on there. Yep, that's got to come off there and go back in. Be another project. Well, got to get this thing tidied up here. The reason the ramps were sitting on the back there is I couldn't get it far enough to put here. The ramp, the bed was built a long time before the, oh, we got more stuff in there yet. The bed was built a long time before we got the ramps. So, gotta make sure they fit. And these ramps, these are good for 10,000 pounds. So that way, if I need to run the skid steer up here, I can do that. And they're more than heavy enough to, uh-oh, I got something in the back there. Well, let's just say I hope they fit. Oh, lucky me. There's where that cord is. Ramp fits in there. I'll have to find another home for the extension cord on here. Oh, I got a lot of room. I probably even got room for blocking or something in there yet too. So, anyways, that's how the ramps fit in there. I'll get all the stuff, the rest of the stuff cleaned off of here, so that I can take it in tomorrow. I'm gonna have the guys at the shop pull the airbag off of there. But then the truck is going in for some cheap insurance. It's got 900,000 miles on it, and it runs pretty good. But I'm gonna have rod main bearings and oil pump put in here down at Peterbilt. I'm gonna take the truck in and let those guys do it. Just a little peace of mind that we can get a few more miles out of this truck here. So, got toolbox to put on the side yet, on each side. The APU's still got to get a little bit of work on there, so a whole lot of work just because. And then I did a bunch of stuff inside too that I'll show you later. So I'll bring you back for some other parts as we go through and take it on its next adventure. Talk to you guys later. Thank you for watching Alan's Day. Life is about making choices. Some things are already perfect. Some things you may choose to upgrade. This channel will show you both. Please like, subscribe, and share. Thanks again.